Background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. In a world where things are not what they seem, and people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are. Finally, the culmination of 2 epic campaigns. 3 heroes fighting to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, against 3 villains who conspire to thwart the efforts of GAG-ME, and where the fate of Tim and Terry hangs in the balance. Now, let's join Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Francis the Lion, the gladiator bard, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, Ayda, the drow rogue, Nastly, the half-halfling, half-fainting satyr bard, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars, as they each continue in their relentless pursuit of a fool's quest.
It lets out a horrifying screech. And all 3 of you must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Great. The thing I'm bad at.
Not as bad as if it was a strength or dexterity right now.
18.
That makes it.
13.
It does not make it.
I hope I make this.
Yep, you got it.
Yep.
Do you have any way around this?
So for the...
Is this a magical effect or a spell?
It's a horrifying screech. Yes.
Like a banshee streak.
Fuck, you have advantage. Come on, give it to me, give it to me. Yes! Eat ass. I forgot I have advantage against that. I was sitting here, I was like, I have to have a way around it on this page somewhere. Keep looking. Or it's a 17, actually, not an 18, because I have a -1.
Okay. Alright, well, the other 2 go to attack Malphaedor now for both of their chomping attacks. First one rolled a 20 to hit for its first attack.
No.
Okay, that means it's 18 for the next chomp, doesn't it? So both of its chomps just chomp on your armor, and it lets out a screech as well, but you all have saved from that. So the third one comes up and makes chomps at you, and the first one bites onto your armor as well, and the second one hits for a 23.
Yeah. It's always good when your DM has a note of like enthusiasm and finally hitting you. Like, oh,
yeah,
good.
you. Oh, sorry.
Fucking
So he
God.
chomps onto your leg, and it's able to get around the armor and does 11 points of chomping damage on you.
You've been chomped.
You've been chomped by Turtle Baby Boy.
Okay.
Good, they're about to die, so they better get what little sustenance they can out of you.
As a reaction, I will cast a Hellish Rebuke on the first one that hit me.
Okay.
Point the finger at a creature, and the creature that's damaged is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
So he bit you, and he makes a 14 for his dexterity saving throw.
Needs to make a 16. So he's eating it. That's 2d10 fire damage.
Dead.
11.
Nope, he's still alive.
Oh, that one. Oh, that must have been one of the ones that had the 22 damage. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Little fuckers.
Dipshit. We'll get him next round.
All right, am I up? I take it.
It is your turn, McNastly.
All right, I'm gonna approach the first turtle, and I'm gonna stab it
Okay.
with the 9 lives stealing scimitar.
Yeah.
If I get, it's well under 100 points. Come on, crit. Let's find it.
Your attacks are at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck, 17. Well, it's dead.
17 hits, yep.
Oof. Oh, it's a shit roll. 7 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
So. Yay! All right, so I slice off its screaming baby head before I can do that scream thing again, because I did not appreciate it.
All right, and it plops to the ground, and its turtle legs are still just flapping back and forth. But its head is actually still attached to Malphaedor's armor where it bit, and he's just burning because he was hellish rebuked. And that's it. That's its turn.
Attacks per action. Do I get 2 attacks a turn?
Nope, 1 attack per turn.
Well, shit biscuits.
Indeed, but you can use your bonus action to do another Bardic Inspiration, and then you can use your concentration to make your stones attack something.
Yep, I'm not going to do that Bardic Inspiration. I'm just going to do the stones.
Okay.
I'm going to split them between the 2 turtles.
Okay.
3 hit on the first turtle, only 2 hit in the second turtle. So.
All right, so 3 for the first turtle.
4, so 12. 18 damage for that one.
Okay. And then 2 for the second turtle.
Yep, 16 damage.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, then I use the stones to cut off both of the other turtles' heads because fucking stop screaming.
The first turtle that you hit is still alive.
What the hell? Oh, it's one of those 22 damage turtles. Fuck
Yep.
that thing, man.
Yep. So he still made it.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
And it is now Thadeus.
All right, so there's 1 left alive.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level. And I'm going to choose lightning damage.
Okay.
That's shocking.
There it is.
It's a flaccid 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it is 16 damage.
That is enough to do it. It had 14 life
Oh,
left.
hell yeah.
It's a 4-inch diameter sphere of lightning damage, and it just goes straight through the turtle's head and baby face.
Oh, lightning!
Yeah.
Only 4 inches?
Yeah.
It's a no.
Hey, don't alienate others.
Gets the job done.
I mean, I guess it's adequate. Whatever.
It's all about skill in that size. Stop
All
it.
right.
All right, yeah. So you killed this thing, and yeah, you guys got this. And for putting out the fires, stopping the creatures, saving the animals, you all get 1 inspiration.
Yay!
And now you do see a lot of the city guard are making their way out. A lot of the healthy citizens that came from the side of town that wasn't damaged have come out, and they've started helping with the rescue causes. The other people from the GAG-ME building, all the people that like you see Kistra out there helping people now, and everyone is out there doing their part to save the town.
All hands.
Yep, all hands. And the portal is closed.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now we know how to close the portals.
Yeah.
Start all hell breaking.
Just blow up a city.
Yeah.
I mean,
Only
Collateral damage is a thing sometimes.
they can be rebuilt.
It was
And
not a
then
whole
there's just
city. It was like 2 blocks.
5.
The Avengers do worse than that every time. They fucking stop somebody.
Yeah.
It's not
Fair.
that bad, dude.
This was an Avenger-esque type of destruction of the city. You knocked out like a third of the city.
Yeah, man. It's all for the greater good.
So now the city's just known as Cheddar.
It's just Ched.
They all develop Boston accents.
And welcome to Cheddar.
Come on down to Cheddar.
Well, I mean, the bar is fucking gone, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I guess Chuck wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
And we need to figure out what's going on with
Do I see Chuck out there?
Terry and...
You said Kistra was out there and some of the other GAG-ME members. Is Chuck out there?
Chuck did not go out there. Chuck stayed at the GAG-ME headquarters to manage things
Okay. I
and
will
take care of Tim and Terry.
Managed to giant beholder body instead of the fucking cafeteria.
Lactose is taking care of that.
Yeah, put that on ice.
Don't eat that.
Do.
Do not eat. We have to take that to God. Do not touch. No one's going to touch.
So I will find the nearest member of GAG-ME and say, "Where is Chuck?"
You find Lady Kistra, and she
The
says,
vampire.
Yes.
"It's bright out here.
The sun.
It burns us."
She's wearing a particularly large hat.
Sunscreen lathered all over her pasty pale
Yeah,
skin.
she's all dressed in big flowy clothes. She had it sound like a Marlon Brando outfit.
He's back at the barracks.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. Are
No.
you headed back that way?
Yes, I am.
Take this with you.
Oh, what do you got?
It's just a status report for what she's seen.
Oh, Well, she had time to just write out a dossier out here in the field.
She scrawled it magically.
Man,
It mostly just says
Vampires,
she's got
too
skills.
bright.
Oh yeah,
they're tricky.
she's got skills. Okay,
It says too bright the
It's
whole
written in red ink,
yeah, imagine that.
dark red ink.
Yeah.
Tricksy vampires.
You notice that she has no pen in her hand or quill. You're like,
Gives you a real toothy smile.
2 teeth, specifically.
All right.
So I head back to the barracks with the report in hand.
Okay.
And as I walk off, I'll just run the edge of my shield down my leg and remove the screaming baby chunky face off the armor.
Yeah, that's right. It's still connected.
Yeah, I don't need a souvenir.
Yeah. All right.
as it plops to the ground, I just kind of...
So you all make it back to the barracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume so, unless something else happens on the way.
Okay.
That's entirely up to you.
On the way there, I actually just die. Gone.
Yes.
All right. So
Character change for season 5.
I just got done writing my new character. I'm excited. just in the off chance this fucker just explodes. I have no clue.
you get back to the barracks, and Chuck is downstairs now with Lactose looking over this giant-ass beholder just chilling in the cafeteria.
It's dead. It's fine.
It's probably oozing all over the place.
Yeah. Lactose is poking it with a broom handle, trying to see if anything will happen.
I don't know if I'd do that.
And Chuck turns around as you say that, walking in, and says, Malphaedor, what is it like out there?
Well, it's less chaotic than it was, but it doesn't look good. A significant portion of the city has been decimated.
Some are in shell shock.
God damn it. To my office, please. And he makes his way upstairs to his office.
Okay.
They're going to kick you out of GAG-ME for that one.
Fucking classic.
Yeah, go to the principal's office.
All right, so you guys follow him up to the office. He closes the door behind you as you walk in, and he says, do you have any idea what happened? Was there any clues as to how this occurred?
Something cracked the portal.
No clues.
No, nothing idea at all. Just
I'm pretty
some-
sure I know what caused it. May have been my fault.
I blame the screaming baby turtles.
What?
There were screaming baby turtles.
Oh, I should have kept the one head.
You should have. Actually, no, you should. That's terrifying.
It's probably still out in the street. We can go get it. We were in the in-between, fighting the giant beholder that's in the lunchroom.
We won. Good news.
We killed it. Saved Terry.
Yep.
Good news.
Yep.
But there were other beholders that were closing on our location. We were on the other side of the portal in not Mike's, and we couldn't figure out how to access it. And we had other ethereal beholders closing in on us. So as a last resort, I cast Teleportation Circle on the portal because it was the only solid piece of ground that we had. And I believe that's what damaged the portal and caused the explosion.
So, comforting news, you can damage the portal from the inside, and other comforting news for him, there's more than one beholder in there.
Yeah.
Dude just got hit with a whole-ass book of bullshit.
We know how to close the portals now,
Yeah, I would
but it's not
recommend we don't
it's
follow
recommended.
that process.
It's not the best way to do it.
How long? I mean, you guys have been gone for months.
Months.
How long did it take you to access the in-between?
Like 5.5 minutes?
No, I mean from when we left Cheddar last time.
No, it was like 3 days then.
Well, we were a week on the ship.
Was it a week, really? On the ship?
Yeah.
Couple days on the island.
Yeah, it wasn't months.
Yeah.
I know
No,
that.
I imagine that the time was dilated in some way.
Yeah, I guess.
And
yeah.
we don't know
between.
how long we
Yeah.
were unconscious
Yeah,
while we were
that's
making
fair.
our way across the bridge too.
Travel time couldn't have been more than 2 weeks, and we were in the in-between for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blame Saluni.
She's a bitch.
The
Yeah.
goddess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an unaccounted amount of time. We're
It's a
not
long
sure.
story.
Yeah.
We took a nap, and I'm not sure what happened during the time.
We don't know how long we were asleep.
I see.
Lots of stuff happened.
Yeah. If we have time, we'll make a full report.
Did you get a read on Duché?
He's still not a nice guy.
No, we don't know where Duché is.
What are you doing with the giant beholder in the cafeteria?
We need it for a thing, so we'll get rid of it. We'll get it out of
we'll
there
take care of
soon.
We just gotta take a little nap. We're gonna get rid of that.
Clean
right
that
now.
up. Don't worry.
That's
I mean, we'll get rid of the body. We might not clean
Okay, fair.
the lunchroom,
I misspoke.
but
I'm taking
we'll
that
get
to-
rid of the body.
I'm taking that to Dionysus. That's tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
And once we get towards the end of that conversation, I will take the tattered and burnt cloak up. Hey, Chuck, do we have any more of these? I'm going to need a replacement.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll grab you one here.
Great.
Um,
Because that's what Malphaedor's worried about.
yeah. Have you heard any status reports about... I mean, I guess if you were only gone for a few weeks, you don't know all of the things that have happened. Give me just a minute. And he gets up and he goes and pours himself a drink. And he pours a drink for each one of you three.
We're all having a sit down.
And he takes his own cloak off and undoes his belt buckle with his sword and sets it against his
Undoes
desk.
the belt buckle with the sword.
Well, he
takes the sword and
Fucking talent.
That's
yes,
That's
Dangerous.
the sexiest way to remove a belt I've ever heard of.
and he did it without touching the sword too. It was all magic.
that's impressive.
No, so he takes
Yes,
off
a
his
dancing sword of belt
sword
removal.
belt off and leans
I'm both
his thing.
curious and horny. This is great.
You're a goat.
Oh well, that derailed quick.
And a bard.
It doesn't take much.
All right, he says, Malphaedor, I am sorry to be the one to tell you this, but while you were gone, there was an attack in Gaydon. They destroyed the Trades Guild's vaults, and your father was killed in the process. The people that were there released one of Duche's agents. 3 individuals were seen getting into the vault with one of Duche's agents, assumed that he escaped. We can't confirm who the individuals are.
What did they look like?
Reports say that they had their appearances changed throughout their visit. Said that they visited the agent, Andrin Mianor, while he was in prison, and then shortly thereafter, they broke him out of jail wearing different guise. Then they went into the vaults posing as one of the GoDeeps and gained access to the vault, triggered an alarm, and then destroyed the vaults. The reports show that we were not able to find any bodies outside of the guards and those of your father, the head of his guard, his personal guard, and one of the GoDeeps.
Malphaedor just slowly walks toward the corner of the room with his back turned to everyone.
Do we know which way they went?
We assume they teleported out of there, which is in line with Duche's abilities. If they have those rings that Duche's been giving out to people, it's definitely a Duche hit on the Trades Guild. Do you know what might have been in that vault that your father may have been trying to protect? It was the GoDeep vault, not your father's vault, so I can understand if you don't know what's in there, but...
I wouldn't know what the GoDeeps would be. Or would I?
Your father would have played things pretty close to the vest, but go ahead and do a history roll, and if you get anything over a 17, I will say that you did learn about it in passing.
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm unfamiliar with whatever would be in the GoDeep's vault. That was my father's business for the most part.
Well, the only lead we have on Duche right now is the fact that Cypher has been rumored to be posted up at the Battle of the Bards for some reason. Your reports from when you guys were at the vault, they referenced Cypher, and so we've put a readout on him. It's taken us a couple months to hunt him down, but sources say that he was out on a boat somewhere on the FFS Better Prize Took some time from that, and then landed on, docked, and then made his way to where the Battle of the Bards is being held. That is the only current read. Outside of that, Duché has been completely under the radar, and for the last few months since your father's death, the three that have been causing issues have also been under the radar.
Okay. Malphaedor is going to grab a drink off the table. Charles, thank you for telling me this. I will need a few moments, and I step out of the room.
Absolutely. You other two, is there anything else that I should know about the in-between, what you found, where you've been?
It's tricky to navigate the in-between. You don't walk places. You kind of teleport as you need to go to somewhere. It's hard to explain.
You think yourself in the direction you need to go.
But
kind of.
Yeah, but you can't just say, I want to go left 50 feet. There's got to be
a goal.
A need behind it, a goal. Something you're trying to achieve specifically. You can't, just wander through the in-between. It's very confusing. And getting out is, as you can tell from the decimated city, not as easy as getting in.
So, how did Terry get in there?
The thing in the cafeteria took him in there.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it the same way we did. We haven't uncovered any new information about how he was in there. Once he wakes up, we'll see what he knows, but I don't know how he ended in there.
Can you access the in-between?
There is one way that we know how to get in there. I don't know that we should go back in there. It might not be worth it. But yeah, we know how to get in if we need to.
I currently don't have a task or a mission for you right now. If you choose to stay here in Cheddar, we could probably use your help with rebuilding and saving the people that we have. What I will say is that if you choose to follow up with the Duché lead, I'll also give you leave for that. The Battle of the Bards actually has a portal here in town. Some high-level magicians. I opposed it very highly with the city, but I was not able to deter them. They allowed the judge here approved them to put in a portal at the Bardic College here in town. So there is a portal there if you choose to go to the Battle of the Bards.
The Battle of the Bards sounds like a terrible place to be.
I'm in.
But that's exactly why it's terrible.
I'm just mad I'm going to win.
But I think chasing down Cypher might be until something better comes along. That's probably going to be our best lead on Duché at the moment. Is to go after Cypher.
At least maybe you can find where everybody else has gone underground. I mean, Temple, Carl, Duché, the three that have been sowing chaos as GAG-ME.
I think those three are the three we saw in the portal here in your office. I don't know that for certain, but I think they're the same three.
Well, I've learned to trust your instincts, old man.
So I guess we'll be heading off to the Battle of the Bards in the morning. Then there's going to be thousands of McNastlys.
First, we go to God. Then we go to the battle.
Yeah, I would
go see.
I would really appreciate it if you removed the giant ethereal beholder from our cafeteria before you went chasing down Duché.
This one's only moderately sized, from what I can tell.
It's pretty gross. It
Yes.
smells horrible.
I couldn't smell in the
in-between.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess
Right
long
about
rest.
then, Malphaedor will re-enter the room. Chuck, I'm going to need to take a quick trip to Gaydon to get some affairs in order.
Okay.
Gentlemen, what time are we when would we need to leave for this Battle of the Bards?
That's a great question.
When is the... You grabbed the flyer last
I
time
grabbed
we were
the
here.
flyer.
I don't know what day it is. I don't know what kind
What
of
is written
time
on the
frame we have
flyer?
at this point.
Well, you check the calendar in Chuck's office.
It's one of the far side
What day is it? Yeah.
strip a day
Yeah.
desk calendars.
He's like, oh, shit, this is 3 days behind. I haven't been able to keep up on my comics. And so he rips it off a couple days. And so you know that you are, let's say, 6 days from the actual headline event, which doesn't have a headliner. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a portal access directly there, correct?
Yeah, we have, it's 6 days till the main event. And there's a portal here that will take us directly to it. How far away is Gaydon?
It's a good little clip. Now, I can summon Ravengriff and fly there straight as an arrow, but I don't know how long that would take me and do what I have to do and then come back.
Get back. Well, if we went with you, I could teleportation circle us back to Cheddar.
Is that wise? Seems like portal magic is really kind of dodgy lately.
No, there's no other way to get back any faster. Is Gaydon near any large cities or bardic colleges?
Well, Gaydon is a large city. It's a dwarven stronghold up in the mountains to
there,
the north.
There's probably not a bardic college there.
I don't know. You think there would be a bardic college there? It's
As-
not really
as a stronghold?
it's
Yeah,
a
not
stronghold.
really.
Probably not, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it?
there's lots of forges, lots of black. I mean,
Yeah. It's more in.
well, it was also centered
industry.
to a huge trades guild because it's at the headwaters of the
Yeah.
river there.
Yeah, it's mostly Trades Guild and then, like, soldiering.
I
They've
would.
got good.
I would be willing to bet that any of the bardic colleges would have a portal to the Battle of the Bards. So if there is one near to Gaydon, we can go to Gaydon, or you can go if you don't want us to go with you, and then we can just plan on meeting at the Battle of the Bards in 6 days. Then you can fly up there, then fly to a nearby bardic college and meet us there.
Do that.
Split the party.
Yeah, I was loath to do that, but I definitely feel the need to take a trip to Gaydon.
Yeah.
You must go to Gaydon, and I must go to God.
It'll be faster if you take Ravengriff by yourself,
Okay.
too.
All right, well, gentlemen, I will bid you leave then.
All right.
Safe travels.
Okay. All right.
See
So
you in 6.
the idea here is Malphaedor's going to Gaydon to pay his respects to his family and see his mother, I assume.
One of the few other things.
Yep. And then you other two are going to go to drop off this ethereal beholder,
Yeah.
which you kind of have unfinished business. Sir Thadeus has unfinished business in that realm anyway.
Does he, though?
Just because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah, but it wouldn't. He let me into his house, which you never got to see. So obviously he likes me more than you.
We'll see after I give him a fucking beholder.
We're giving him a beholder.
Nah, bruh.
But I don't know if there was unfinished business. I mean, it just ran in and okay. But yeah, we gotta take that. We don't want another god pissing in our Cheerios.
Nah.
Probably a good thing I'm not going this trip.
Yeah. Probably.
Before we go to Dionysus, though, and before I go take my long rest, those animals I saved, am I able to find those again? Like, go out there and, find them?
Yeah. We'll say your Fey magic has built a connection. Actually, they kind of followed you back like a Disney princess. So they're all just sitting there. There's like birds chirping.
Nastly's a Disney princess.
There's a
It's canon.
fawn. There's a fawn sitting outside the door. They're all patiently sitting there waiting for you to pop out of the barracks.
I'm going to cast Animal Messenger on all of them,
Okay.
which will take me 10 minutes each, but that's whatever. We're in exposition phase at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send them, one of them, to Romeo and Juliet. Or
Romy Goat and Juviet.
that one. And then I'm going to send the others out to find satyrs, like in satyr strongholds and other areas that I probably know of as a satyr,
Sure. Yep.
and recruit them to come to the Battle of the Bards.
Okay. So you send this out, the message out to all of these satyrs. that they need to go to their closest bardic college and take the open teleportation portal to the Battle of the Bards.
Yes.
You do know when you cast a spell to go to Romigoat and Huviet, the scroll that you cast the first one on for Romigoat beelines it right back into the GAG-ME headquarters behind you and runs upstairs into the actual, where you guys stayed at first when you were here. So the 4 bunk bedrooms that you had. The squirrel beelines it up there, and then the bunny that you cast the next one on for Huviet beelines it up there as well. So they are
nice.
They are GAG-ME initiates.
And then,
Nice.
As part of the message, did you ask the animals to make sure that the satyrs bring their own kazoos? It's time.
It is time. Okay.
It is time.
And then, I'm gonna take a long rest until morning when we can, fully healed and spelled up, get to Dionysus.
We interrupt this program for a special news announcement. Flash! A fool's quest fever is sweeping the globe, causing sudden fits of laughing out loud and an anxious feeling while waiting on the next episode to release. The only known cure so far is, no, not more cowbell, more Fool's Quest. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program after this brief message from our sponsors.
After the mysterious death of his father, Vartan returns home to uncover the truth with the help of his newfound friends, Baya and Ovik. But his hometown of Eterno may have something even more sinister in store for them. Join us for their journey into the untold at etherealembracepodcast.com or anywhere you listen to podcasts by searching for Ethereal Embrace.
Let's join the drow rogue Ayda, the gladiator bard Francis the Lion, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars as they conspire together to thwart the progress of those GAG-ME fools. Beware, there be villains here.
Several weeks earlier.
Can everybody please put their weapons down?
And with that said, it's Hesh's turn.
Okay.
I swear to God, Hesh.
Okay.
I swear to Christ.
Okay.
I'll burn this whole motherfucker down.
Okay. All right. Okay, Ayda.
Stop it!
Whoa. Don't call me by that.
I wasn't using a voice.
Good.
Hesh already pulled out the Rapier of Warning. No.
Thadeus.
Fine. Thadeus will drop darkness and be unarmed, but will be standing over the prone guard with like finger guns pointed at him and be like, "Don't move." But I'm holding. I'm waiting. But all the darkness is gone.
All right. And Andrin.
I'm still just standing there with my hands up, like...
Guy number 1 runs out the door and shuts the door behind him because he was terrified of Ayda. So now you guys are locked in this hallway with these 3 guards, and their leader just ran away. And they're just looking at you all. Oh.
Stop it.
Nope.
That's better.
Yeah, so one of them does nothing, but the other 2, the ones that haven't taken as many hits, one of them says,
"No, we know that you guys are in disguise. We know that you're not really who you say you are."
And guard B, who originally attacked Andrin, goes to attack Andrin again.
Can I use my reaction to do the help action for him?
If you want.
Nice. Look out. So he gets advantage. Or I guess the person attacking him gets...
He missed, no matter what.
Okay,
he missed already.
Okay.
So he swings at you again. This guy's got terrible aim with his longsword. And then Guy C moves again toward Francis. Can he get to you now, or is he reloading his crossbow?
Oh, he'd be able to get to me now, I reckon.
Okay. So he's going to get to you now.
And move that last turn.
And another crit.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah. For 7 damage.
Okay.
I'm not doing very well on the crits. And the fourth guard is like, I'm not sure if we should be attacking them or not. But it's Ayda's turn.
So, which guard is closest to me?
The one that's attacking Andrin.
Andrin?
Yep.
Okay. Can I move with it? Like, can I move in front of Andrin?
I mean, you
Okay,
could.
well, I want to step in front of Andrin because we need him.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to stare this guy down and hand him my ID so he knows that it's definitely me.
Multipass?
Just have him look over it and then, like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Okay. Francis.
I'm going to attack that guy. I told him not to.
You did.
So twice. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I thought you said...
But the other one's a 21.
Yes.
14 piercing damage and 5 fire. Nope. I mixed up dice. Hold on. 7 fire and 12 piercing.
He's bloodied.
And, yeah, I told you not to, you fool.
All right, and Hesh and Andrin, give me an insight check.
Not 20 plus 27 total.
That's a 16 for me.
Okay, so both of you see that the person Ayda is showing her ID to isn't buying it. You just see the look in his eyes. He's preparing for another attack. And Hesh, it's your turn.
I free action pull out the rapier and use my action to pull out manacles in my other hand. And I say, by order of GAG-ME, roll over on your belly and put your hands behind your back. You're my prisoner.
To the one she's talking to?
To the Ford that's still prone on the ground.
Okay, 4. All right, the guy who already failed his first roll.
Yeah, he's on the ground. He seems like he's pretty scared. I'm standing over him, so just pulling out a weapon and then the manacles to show him that I'm going to take him as a prisoner in the name of GAG-ME.
All right, so he already failed once, so I rolled this with disadvantage, and he fails again. So he drops his weapon and falls on his knees.
All right. And then if I'm able, just throw them on him. Handcuff him. But, or that could be next turn. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. By the way. Yeah. All right, Andrin.
Okay. Regular action, I'm going to use message to tell Ayda he doesn't believe you. And then reach out my hand and touch her shoulder and cast Dragon Spread. Ooh. You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. And I'm going to choose fire, and at 4th level, it's 5d6 damage. So, each creature in that area within a 15-foot cone makes a dex save. And my save is 16.
Dang. So they got to make a dex save of 16.
If Ayda chooses to breathe fire on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it half damage if they make the save?
Yes.
So what do I do?
Well, it's on your turn if you choose to do...
I'll let her do it now, actually.
Cool.
For coolness points. How many d6? 5d6?
Yes,
66?
5d6.
Alright. And he gets caught on fire, and he's like, what the fuck? And it is his turn. He is going to try and attack Ayda now.
Motherfuckers.
He did not believe you. So.
I don't like that.
Alright, so he takes out his sword, and he slashes at you twice, but you're able to kind of dodge both times, and he just barely grazes you, and you take a total of 6 damage between both attacks. And then guard number 3 attacks Francis again twice. And that is another crit. Holy shit. So, and the other one was a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 damage. And for the normal attack, he does 6. So, again, he takes his long sword, and just slashes at you a couple times with it, trying in desperation to land a killing blow. But he just does not make the connection that he wants. The other guard is getting cuffed, and it is back to Ayda's turn.
I want to attack him. Yeah, well, now I'm going to do my Shadow Blade. I weave together threads of shadow to create a sword of solidified gloom in my hand. This magic sword lasts until the spell ends. It counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient. It deals 2d8 psychic damage on a hit.
Sure, that sounds good.
For 16 damage.
All right, Francis.
All right, I'm gonna stab this guy again. That's 1 hit.
All right, how do you kill him?
I make him make a Constitution saving throw.
He failed it,
and I drain his life. Because the Rod of Lordly Might can do that.
So it drains his life into the rod or into you?
Into me. So I drained 11, and I heal 11, and then also just a ton more damage. I just stab him right through the heart. He manages to parry my first thrust, I guess, and then I just right through the heart and just suck his life out.
Like siphoning a maple tree?
Shrivels up and turns gray. And some of my wounds close.
That's disturbing. Great. And
there's one more and the hostage, right?
Yeah, you're cuffing the hostage.
Yeah,
right
so I have
now.
him.
That was your
I'm like raising him up, and as he's cuffed, I'm gonna call out, Your Highness, and other guard. I'm Thadeus of GAG-ME, and you're gonna have to put on your weapons, or I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm on very important business.
Alright, so you say that. I'm going to make a roll for him while I'm doing that. Andrin, it is your turn.
He, seeing the other one attacking Ayda now, would probably have moved back a little bit, and he's going to cast Immolation.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
That is a dexterity save of 16. There's a lot to the spell if you want to look it up.
Nah, I'll believe you on it. He failed it.
Okay, so he's gonna take 8d6 fire damage.
Oh my god.
I don't have a lot of like spells that may not also capture other people
Explode
within them.
someone?
Yeah. So that is 45 fire damage.
Yeah, that's your killing blow. What does that look like?
As it kills him, it literally says in the spell it turns to ash. So he just is wreathed in flame, and then it dissipates, and there's an ash pile.
Nice.
So, poof. He disappears into ash, I guess, not disappearing. And that is it. You guys are out of combat, and the other one is cuffed.
Yep. I'm going to gag him as well and loot him.
Yeah, I'm taking my gold back.
Okay.
From those two. I guess it's all just a melted lump on the one guy.
Yeah.
And the other one ran
So
away.
So the two that you looted, each had your 25 gold, and then they both had 20 gold on them as well. And then the one that you looted had 65 gold as well, Hesh.
Nice.
And you guys continue on down the vault
well,
before the other guards come?
Yeah, but I would say I would continue the ruse and be like, Your Highness, you're going to take me to your vault, and I'm going to get what I need to for GAG-ME. And I'm saying this like very loudly, well, as loudly and monotone as possible, so that the guard can capture all of this. I'm also taking like his weapons and stuff too.
They had a long sword. They had long swords and light crossbows.
Standing behind him, I am going to message Ayda and be like, so essentially, if shit goes sideways, I'm gonna try and play this off like this was against your character, your alter ego's wishes. So then, you have plausible deniability. And your guard around here are just trying to help.
Give him a nod.
Now, Go on. You all lead the way.
All right. So you guys move forward?
Yes.
All right. So the hallway narrows and the ceiling gets smaller as you guys get closer to the inner vault. At the inner vault, you come to a double door that has a spot for the keyhole as well. The door itself is decorated again in a spider-like mural. And, yeah.
So I will use my key.
All right, you use your key. The vault opens up to this smallish round room. And in it, there are pedestals. On each pedestal, there is a glass case covering a magic item. There are a handful of magic items all around the room, with a handful of these little pillars that are throughout the room. Andrin, you know exactly where a good spot to put your fanny bangers and get to work on it, but you're going to need a little bit of time putting together your fanny banger bomb for the explosion to go off. And the rest of you make an investigation roll.
It's a 19 for me.
6.
Okay.
12.
I don't need to investigate. It's my vault.
You eyeball right away, Hesh, the infinite scroll that you guys are there to get. The one that's behind the glass. It's behind glass casing on a small pillar. The rest of you don't see it, but you get distracted by other magical items that are throughout the vault. In the vault, there is all under like this, each glass case on their own cases. One has a picnic basket, one has a rubber bouncing ball, one has a turtle-shaped whistle, one has a flask that's mostly just a giant eye. One is a dolly holding a tinier dolly in her hands. And one is a severed silver hand. So it's a severed hand made of silver. And then finally there is a quiver. You see all of these items throughout the room.
I'm going to go for the quiver.
I'm gonna take that hand.
Pick up your feet. And I'm going to drag him over and grab the scroll and pocket it.
Okay, so you got to get into the glass. Do you guys? It's like a glass case, like you're in a museum, and it's little glass cases around it.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn my rod of lordly might back into a mace and just smack that glass over the hand.
So you smash the glass, and it lets off an alarm, like a wee wee.
I immediately smash the glass in front of me too.
Lights start flashing overhead. Andrin, this makes it much more difficult to set your bomb, but whatever. These people.
Maybe I should have waited.
And Hesh, you smash the glass over the page.
Yep. And then I try and grab it.
Okay.
As quick as possible. 18 for sleight of hand. Do it. I'm assuming you want me to sleight of hand.
To smash it and grab it?
Well, yeah, sleight of hand to grab it real quick. Just in case any protocols are in place.
No, yeah, go for it.
So it's a 26 total.
So you guys get those things, and just as you finish grabbing that, you hear behind you a teleportation circle close.
I'm gonna turn and look.
Standing behind you, there are 3 people. 2 of them are wearing the garb of the Bromroyos, and one of them is wearing a GoDeep robe. One of the Bromroyos steps forward and he says, "Who are you? What have you done here?"
My lord? What are you... We're just doing what you told us to do. You said to come in and smash up the vault while you kept them distracted.
Arrest them. Salvatore, arrest them now.
I know that sigil. That's Malphaedor's sigil. Are we doing more initiative?
Yeah, roll for initiative while Andrin sets the bomb. He needs just 3 rounds to set this bomb.
Nat 20.
I got a 24.
I got a 19.
All right, Salvatore, Donato, and Neva for Neva Go Deep.
Hold person.
All right, they're in the doorway, so they haven't come through. They're not in the inner vault.
Can we close the door? Like, is there a latch or button on this side?
They're probably closer to the door than you are. You guys went in to get the gear.
They came through a teleportation circle, which means that there's another, like, the door we came through, right?
It's the door you came
Oh.
through, yeah. So the teleportation circle is in the hallway somewhere. The same
Gotcha.
hallway you guys took to get here.
And we don't see another door out of here?
Nope.
Cool.
I might be all out of spells, so that's the thing.
I'm not.
I don't really know how my spells work, so.
All right, so Ayda, you're first.
I'm just gonna stand there because I should be looking like I belong. And
Do you want to say anything to them?
no, I'm just gonna be standing there wide-eyed, mouth agape, just like, oh my god, I can't believe they. Oh no, they busted me. I'm not supposed to be in here today.
All right. Francis, you were going to hold person?
Yep. As a second level spell, so it'll hit all three of them. I mean, fourth level spell.
Okay, so only one Donato makes the save. The other two are held outside the room. And Hesh.
Pull the blunderbuss. That's a 19 to hit.
To Donato, yeah, because I assume the other ones would be like frozen, and I could tell that he's not so much.
Yep, and they're frozen outside the room, so if somebody did want to try to make a break to close the door, they could do that.
15 damage.
Jesus, okay. And it is Salvatore's turn, so he books it toward
Salvatore is held.
Or,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I mean Donato's turn. He books it towards Hesh, and he goes to attack you.
And Hesh says, I'm Thaddeus, bitch.
His first... So he attacks you 3 times with a short sword. And his attack, his first one is a 16, second one is 11, third one is a 26.
I use shield, so for this entire round, and so only one of those hits.
Okay.
Which one?
So...
The 11.
So he hits you for 9 damage with his third and final blow.
When he does go to hit for the first 2, like a man's leg size, like just very large and off-putting black tendrils and purple tendrils like spew out and start slapping in every direction, just smacking his weapon away, slapping him in the face, slapping me in the face, slapping the guard that I'm holding in the face. Like they're slime, they're like those slimy eels. They're just way too slimy for their own good, and he's just like slapping everything around. And then finally he just like pokes through and stabs me in like the clavicle shoulder area, and I go, ow.
All right, and then Andrin, for your turn, I need an Arcana check from you. If you can get higher than 15, it will speed up the process.
That is a 19.
Oh, there you go. So you just took it from 3 rounds to get this done to only 2 rounds. So you'll have to make one more Arcana check next round.
Nice.
And back to the top of the order. Ayda.
Is what's his face? Donato still the only one that's not held?
Yep.
He's right in front of me.
Excellent. Obliterate. Oh, can't do that.
Power word death. Yes, power word kill.
I will draw my rapier. And... Alright, that's for 17 then.
Thaddeus does say the door.
And it is Francis's turn.
How's that Donato looking?
Kind of half beat up.
I'm gonna beat him up some more. I'm just gonna leave it a mace, I guess. That's a nat 20, and then also a 16 for the other attack. But let me re-roll that nat 20. That's a 13. So 11 for the crit and 6 for the other hit. So I bonk him, and then I'm gonna need a strength save as I try to paralyze him. 17.
He rolled an 18. 15 plus 3.
Okay. Andrin, I know you can do it, I'll say, and that gives you a D8 inspiration die that you can add to pretty much any roll you make in the next hour.
Thanks.
But you can only do it once.
Yeah.
And Hesh.
Take a step back, allowing for the attack of opportunity.
He swings, but there's a remnant of one of your shadow tentacles up that blocks the swing, so you get away scot-free.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast and Toll the Dead. So I need him to make a wisdom saving throw of 17 or less. Less than 17. That'd be great for me, personally.
Less it is. He rolled a 16.
Nice. So that is 13 from the Eldritch Blast, 13 from the Toll the Dead.
Okay, and you knocked Donato out.
And I say, Thaddeus, bitch. Just walk over to the door and shut it.
Okay. All right. Andrin, make your Arcana check.
Alrighty. That is a 21.
Okay. So you have successfully armed and set up your fanny bangers. The door is shut, and Donato's down.
Well, Andrin, you've done us a favor. Does any of this stuff, strike your fancy?
I'm not really into sparkly things. I tend to stick with more explosive areas. But I do have something for you.
Oh.
And he'll take out 4 rings that he has in his pockets and hand them out to each of y'all, keeping one for himself. And say, these magic rings will take you to another realm when you put them on. So, kind of a decent escape route that you can use to get out of here. So.
That's fantastic.
How much time do we have?
You have 30 seconds if you want to try and smash and grab one more thing or whatnot before you bounce.
So there was a silver hand, there was a turtle whistle, silver hand went to Francis.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bouncy ball, there was a quiver. What did Ayda grab?
The quiver.
I grabbed the quiver.
I smash and grab the bouncy ball.
Okay.
I want the doll.
All right.
Oh shit!
Ayda
the
grabs
doll.
the doll.
Okay, I'll smash and grab the whistle.
All right, the turtle-shaped whistle.
There's that flask too with that's mostly an eye.
I'll take that.
The eye-shaped flask. You would.
You would.
And there was a picnic basket. That was the last thing.
Picnic basket.
Andrew, grab the basket. That could be rations. Go.
If I'm able to, the very last second, open the door and toss the guard out.
You would not have time after busting this stuff open.
Okay.
You're at the point now where you need to slap the ring on.
Okay, well then, could I have just left the door open instead and put the ring on? Or no?
I mean, sure.
Leave the door open, go and smash all the stuff, put the ring on, and before we go, I just go, run, guy.
Manacle guard starts beelining out the door. Yeah.
Right.
And who took the picnic basket?
I told Andrew to grab it. I don't know if he did.
Oh. I'll go ahead and grab it.
All right, cool. So you guys teleport out. Before you do, I'll tell you what the picnic basket does at least. The picnic basket steals someone else's food that you can see within 200 yards and adds it to your picnic basket.
Yeah, boo-boo.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I did a picnic basket.
Okay, so you guys all put on your rings, and you teleport away just as the bomb ticks 1 second left, because, that's how stuff works. And you teleport, and the 3 of you, Hesh, Francis, and Ayda, you teleport to some place that isn't including Andrin. Andrin went to a different location. His ring was a bit different than yours. And the 3 of you end up in a room. And the room has weird lighting. It's not magic lighting, but it's this kind of bright, obnoxiously bright lighting that's above. So it's not a candle or a torch or anything like that. And it's not magic. It's just very bright and off-putting. And it's shining into this office that has these large metal cabinet-looking things and a desk in the middle of it. And on the desk, it's got a nameplate and some papers and folders and stuff like that. And it says Douche. And that's where we're going to leave off for the night.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
Yay! So before we hop off, Gary, where would you like people to find you on social media to say good job?
So I can be found on Instagram or Twitter as _GaryBerry_. And that's about it. So
awesome. And also you can be found in our Discord.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm
Gary's
there
super
too
active in our Discord. Yes. So awesome. Thank you so much for coming and playing with us and being an NPC. I was super exciting to have you on.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
So amazing. That was pumped. I'm so glad we could break you out of jail.
Yes. Thank you. It was stuffy in there.
Where'd Shamas go?
I don't know. He got up and ran. He might be pooping.
I guess.
I guess it's break time.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost done.
Well, we kind of need him. We can't just all disappear and be like, haha, see you later. Oh, can we?
We just hang up the call. We just leave him there. It explodes.
I'll grab Carlos.
Bye,
So
Hesh.
I'm going to grab Carlos, put my ring on, leave an I'm sorry note for him.